got too many things to do right now. Say I don't know what you want, baby girl, come on now. Don't get turned.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, man? Say, man. Dolo, man. We back on another one. Say, man. Say. I don't know if y'all can tell about, you know what I'm saying, the hood, but I ain't trying to make it dramatic or nothing like that. Say, we got a little haircut. Say, nothing like that. Say, shit cool. Shit cool. I ain't got no haircut, but I cut my hair. Shit cool, though. But say, shit cool. Ain't really about nothing. Hey, say, new change, new year. Can't shake my head no more, but I say, had to regrow it, retwist it. But say, without further ado, we got the murder of a female old block assassin, K.I. Say, well, I seen this on TikTok a couple times on TikTok, stuff like that. I ain't really never dived more into it, but we about to do it right now. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do it for. On Brody. Oh, ho. Before we even get into it, on Brody, ho. I'm not yelling, girl. But nah, before we get into it, we check the subscription rate. You mean? Stop playing. Nah, what? Stop playing, ho. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never thought to see myself making 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You really think about it, like, damn, it's crazy. Damn, I'm gonna really get me a haircut or something. Let's go though.
Most famous savages in
Hey,
Chicago.
I might cut that out.
And
No,
what
I'm
makes
not
her
cutting
story
that out.
so shocking is that she was a teenage girl putting crazy pressure on the ops. She helped take the war in Chiraq to a whole new level of violence. And today we're breaking down who actually took her out. Before we get into who ended up killing her, we gotta take a look at why the ops wanted K.I. dead so badly. K.I. started off her life in Chicago like a normal kid, but the streets started taking people from her at an early age. Her father was murdered before she even turned 2. And later, K.I. watched her own brother get killed right in front of her. She moved to a gangster disciplehood around 63rd and St. Lawrence that's run by a set called STLEBT. And that's when she started hanging out with street dudes like her.
I didn't even know that. I ain't know that. See, I ain't know that. She was from 63rd. K.I. from 63rd. I didn't know that. So boom. And around that time, everybody say you already know who did it to K.I. You already know. Everybody know who that. Hey, say. So yeah, and he said we not from 63rd. So
Her homie Tuka. Tuka and K.I. was real close, and his death in 2011 is what turned her into a killer. A couple years before Tuka was shot and killed, the GDs had allegedly killed a black disciple named Edric Walker, and that's what led to the new beef and why the BDs was sliding in op territory looking for revenge. While Tuka was standing at a bus stop, some dudes rolled up on him and started letting off shots. He was tragically killed at just 15 years old, and STLEBT changed their name to Tukaville in honor of him. One of the dudes who allegedly took him out was a BD from Wick City named Odie Perry, and 8 months later, he ended up dead too. According to rumors, K.I. and her homie FBG Butter slid on Tuka's birthday and was ready to take out the first op they spotted. OD was riding his bike on the 400 block of East 64th Street when they allegedly saw him and started shooting. OD got shot in the neck and died on the scene.
She got a big magnum in her hand.
And was ready to take out the first op they spotted. OD was riding his bike on the 400 block of East 64th Street when they allegedly saw.
Good. What, 6, 7? Boy, she ready to go.
Saw him and started shooting. OD got shot in the neck and died on the scene. And K.I. is the one who allegedly got the hit. OD was one of the most feared and respected dudes in Wick City, and his death was a massive blow to the BDs. After he died, they started calling their hood O Block, which is how the most famous area in Chicago got its name. After OD died, K.I. kept up the pressure in the streets and started clowning the BDs on social media too. It's never been confirmed that she's the one who killed OD, but FBG Wooski shouted K.I. and Bud out for making O Block on Twitter. There's rumors that it was actually Ruger's brother, MOB Scrap, who killed OD though. A couple months after OD died, Scrap tweeted, "Go Block, we made O Block. The mother is lying, no bullshit." And on the track exposing me, Ruger rap.
Say, if I'm at O Block right now today, if he, no, that's old though. I ain't gonna lie, I can't even instigate it. Can't even jazz it.
Got some information.
I was about to say, me personally, I'm going to get him. I'm not going to get him because I'm not O Block. You know what I'm saying? Ho. I forgot. We can't do that. Stop.
I hate to know. Talk that shit, but they don't even know who made the O. Drop a bag on your head. My shooters get paid to blow. It ain't clear if K.I. was a shooter or not, but in June 2012, she took another L.
Seen that leg? Woo. I ain't gonna lie, whoever she was spending on, I feel bad for him because that leg, man, I know she dumping the whole thing.
Pushed her even deeper into the streets. On June 24th, 2012, K.I.'s little cousin Taekwon Tyler was at a house party when a fight broke out and somebody started shooting. Taekwon wasn't the target, but he got hit by a stray bullet and tragically didn't make it out alive. K.I. is allegedly the one who taught him how to move in the streets, and she was right there to see him get killed over nothing. She changed her Twitter handle to Taekwon Assassin after he died, and that's when her strange relationship with King Von started. According to rumors, Von and some other BDs caught K.I. lacking on the train and put hands on him. Von hopped on Twitter to clown her over the situation, and K.I. clapped back and said she just had some bruises, but her 40 cal would put a hole in the op's face. They started going back and forth on Twitter, and Von asked K.I. if she was a gangster or... K.I. clapped back and said Von knew she was a shooter, then told him he could die if he wants to pop out on her block. Both of them said they killed the other one if they caught him lacking. But then, the situation took a turn. On the same day they were sending death threats, K.I. tweeted, "Retweet if you think I look good," and Von retweeted it. Then a few days later, K.I. allegedly caught a BD on the train and put hands on him. She hopped on Twitter to clown him over the situation and told him to tell Von that she's tough. That's when Von came in and said he knows she's really about it and asked if she was looking for a boyfriend. Then after K.I. was done airing out the dude she put hands on, Von tagged her and said, "I think I love you." He also said he was going to treat her right and started calling her wifey on Twitter. K.I. flirted back, then Von told her, "I'm missing you. I'll be having you on my mind a lot." He even told his sister that he was going to marry K.I., and she's the only one from the Jarl neighborhood who wasn't the lame.
So it sounds like he gets big trolling here. He big trolling. Yeah, if she ain't see that, she's smart though. She you know what I'm saying? She's street smart, so she gonna see that. He big trolling. He's big trolling. You can't tell you slow. But yeah, he big trolling. But nah, I already know who whacked her. So yeah. We now from 63rd.
Years later, someone started posting K.I.'s alleged private messages from back then, and Von allegedly sent to her DMs looking to hook up.
Nobody.
K.I. encouraged him.
I gotta get this off my chest though. We only how long this video? We only 4 minutes into the video. Hey, say man, y'all don't be out here doing no crazy stuff. It's 2024. It's L money. There's so many ways to get some money. Y'all go outside, or you can get some money out in the house. I'm gonna get I ain't getting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that right now. I ain't talking about me right now. I'm talking about everybody else. And yeah.
Von told her he liked her for real straight up and said that he was gonna have her when everything was over. K.I. asked Von straight up if Roblox was trying to take her out, and Von told her there was some dudes who wanted to, but he wouldn't do it because she seemed cool as hell. Then Von asked K.I. when she was gonna stop gangbanging, and she called him a goofy and said she was never gonna leave the streets. Von said he was gonna die in the trenches too, and that's when K.I. started clowning him and saying the BDs must be really afraid of her if they were trying to take her out that badly. Von told K.I. they was just trying to take out any ops they could, and it wasn't all about her. Then Von said if he really wanted to kill her, he could have done it that day when he caught her lacking on the train. K.I. was obviously done going back and forth with him, and at the end of the DMs, she told him, "Get with it or get lost. I'm ready to go to war with anybody." Around the same time the alleged DMs were going on, Von aired out K.I. again on Twitter for getting beat up on the train and said he should have spit on her. They started flirting back and forth again on Twitter, but at the same time, K.I. was allegedly sliding into op territory trying to find Von in real life. K.I. even tried to set up a gunfight with Von and his homie T-Roy, but Von told her to hit him up when she was ready to go out with him and said, "I'll risk my life to get some of that." While this whole weird exchange was going on between them, bodies were dropping on both sides in real life. And in 2013, when Von got booked in jail, his sister Kayla tagged K.I. and told her that Von wanted her to come visit him behind bars. Before Von got locked up, he allegedly murdered a dude from Jarl City named P5. According to rumors, P5 was on his way to pick up some weight and move it. But when he got to the spot, Von, J Money, Big A, L.A. Capone, and Manny hopped out and ambushed him. P5 knew he was in trouble and tried to run off, but Manny shot him in the back and P5 hit the ground, and that's when the rest of them walked up and let off 6 shots into his face.
At the Native Holiday Shop, 'tis the season for 4 fa-la-la fabulicious.
Von was behind bars, so K.I. couldn't get to him, but she allegedly killed J Money to get revenge for P5's death. Even though K.I. just allegedly murdered his friend, one of the first things Von did when he got out of jail was hit her up on Twitter and ask if she missed him. K.I. responded asking when they was going to link up and added a bunch of gun emojis, and Von asked why she didn't come see him while he was booked. This is when it seemed like everything changed between Von and K.I. They was always going from flirting to sending shots at each other on Twitter, but then K.I. took the disrespect to another level when she clowned Von for losing Jay money while he was locked up. That's allegedly when K.I. became a full-on op for Von, and he tweeted, "My problem is I can't stay mad at females. I'll be forgiven. Unless you a op, you get dealt with." And just a couple months later, K.I. would end up dead. A month before K.I. died, STL EBT took another huge loss when Lil B was shot and killed by the police. Lil B was one of the most savage shooters in Chicago history, and he was putting in hella work in the streets. Plus, he was real tight with K.I. Starting in 2011, Lil B went on a shooting spree like nobody had ever seen. In September 2011, he allegedly killed a dude named Jizzle who repped a set called Squirt Town. Then less than a month later, he allegedly caught a dude from Trap City named Rio and killed him on sight. Taking out 2 ops in a month was crazy, but what happened next turned Lil B into a legend for the GDs. On October 18, 2011, Lil B allegedly walked straight up in the O Block and caught another body. A dude from O Block named J Hood talked about the situation and said he was on the block with Oogie, Platoon, and a couple other homies, and they was all supposed to be going somewhere together. J Hood had to run inside real fast and see someone, but as soon as he got to his stairwell, he heard shots going off outside.
I'm running upstairs, bro. I know bullshit on my granny. I'm running upstairs. All I hear, boom, 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 boom. I fly up the stairs so I could look out the window to see what the was going on. I look out the window. I literally see 2 over Oogie on Old Grave. I see 2 over Oogie, bro. I'm talking about standing over him. I just know they killed, bro. I know they killed. So while I'm running, right? I'm running to go get Oogie and them peoples, and guess who I stumble upon? Laying on the ground.
Platoon ended up dying, and most people believe he was the 4th body Lil B caught in 2011. He became one of the scariest dudes on the GD side, and his death had a major impact on K.I. She changed her Twitter name to No Surrender Lil B, then allegedly went sliding into op territory again for revenge. According to rumors, the first op she spotted was Chief Keef's cousin Blood Money, who repped a BD set called Front Street. He was standing outside his house chopping it up with his cousin when a shooter rolled through and hit him in the chest, and Blood Money was pronounced dead later that day. A lot of people say Blood Money wasn't even that active in the streets. He was 30 years old at the time and had just signed a deal with Interscope a couple weeks before he died, but that didn't stop him from getting caught up in the street drama. K.I. was already one of the most hated ops in the city, but after rumors started flying that she pulled the trigger on Blood Money, it only took him 24 hours to get revenge and kill her. On April 11th, 2014, K.I. hopped on Twitter around 4 in the morning and wrote, "In the end, we died." And a few hours later, she dropped her location too. She was walking to FBG Wooskie's place with Butter when a shooter ran up and started letting off shots. Butter got hit in the leg and ran off, but K.I. caught 9 bullets and was pronounced dead a few hours later. After K.I. was killed, rumors was flying from the jump that Von...
I ain't gonna lie, her and Butter do look alike. If they would have said her and Butter were like siblings or something, I wouldn't be surprised.
was the shooter. Jay Hood even told Cam Capone News that Von came up to him right after it went down and claimed he took her out. And the next day, Von was all over Twitter clowning the ops. The cops interviewed Von over the situation, but he gave him an alibi, and they ain't have enough evidence to book him back then. A few years later, though, paperwork leaked that showed Von was the #1 suspect in the case and probably would have been arrested over the situation if he didn't get killed back in 2020. He allegedly even brags about killing her on the track 4 with us when he raps, "Knock all that meat out your taco. Hollow tips spinning like cyclones. FaceTiming like iPhone. Put a pretty op in a morgue. Call that drop dead gorgeous. Damn, I'm heartless. You can call me the Tin Man." Von ain't the only dude people think killed K.I. though. FBG Butter was there that day and got shot too, but he told DJ UTV straight up,
Von didn't kill Kai. Period. Von took credit for a lot of murders. In real life. He said he did a lot of shit. I saw the motherfucker who popped us. He did. On 1st grade. And it was grown niggas. And
Aski was tight with OD before he died and was one of the most respected dudes in the hood. He always went by the name Big A, but after K.I. died, Big A started calling himself Aski, which allegedly stands for Ask K.I. Aski was allegedly putting a lot of pressure on the GDs, but 2 years after K.I. died, he was shot and killed right across the street from O Block. There's a restaurant in the area called Sammy's Grill and Restaurant, and one night, someone from O Block spotted some dudes who weren't from the block and came back with like 8 dudes, including Aski. The alleged story is that Aski and his homie went into Sammy's to check the dudes inside, and as soon as one of them saw Aski clutching the strap, they upped their own gun and started letting off shots. Aski fell to the ground and dropped his pole, and that's when a dude from the other side picked it up and shot Aski 2 more times in the head. After Von hopped in the booth and started blowing up in the rap game, he shouted Aski out on the track Wait. A lot of people think Big Aski was the one who killed K.I., but on the track, Von makes it sound like Aski drove him to the spot, and Von is the one who hopped out and pulled the trigger. He raps.
See, man. Everybody in jail. Gone up out of here, I ain't gonna lie.
I was sliding with Big A. We was riding down the tray. I hit the alley, told bro, wait. You know King Von do his thing. I hopped out, no, I don't play. Now I'm Beretta on my waist. I count the crowd, didn't hesitate. Another song that makes people think Von was behind the hit was when Dirk hopped on E-Day's track War and rapped. That BDK beef, boy, they say I started it. He say he smoking Tuka, I say put a little mark in that. I just bought a new chopper, I got KI all the districts but 111th all on my. Dirk and Von was real tight and was fighting the case together when Von was killed. And a lot of people think Dirk was shouting him out over the KI murder with this verse. The cops decided not to charge Von back in the day because they didn't have enough evidence. But it turns out they was trying to tie her death to another murder he allegedly committed a couple years earlier. Back in October 2012, a dude from STL EBT named Modell was walking down the block with his cousin Miles when a shooter popped out and hit both of them up. Modell ended up dying from a chest shot, and Miles was paralyzed for the rest of his life. According to the police, they wanted to use the Modell case and tie it into K.I.'s murder investigation too. The report said that after Von got booked for K.I.'s death, it would make witnesses in the Modell case less afraid to work with the cops because Von wouldn't be out on the streets to kill him. But before the cops could bring him in, Von ended up getting killed in Atlanta and the case went cold again. It seemed like her murder would probably never get solved. But then the situation took a shocking twist. FBG Butter was called up to testify during the trial against O Block for FBG Duck's murder. And that's when he told everyone who really pulled the trigger on K.I. Butter had said for years that Von wasn't the shooter. But during the trial, Butter recently admitted that Von really was the one who killed K.I. According to Butter,
they say, why you didn't tell Von killed Kyrie? I say, because I wanted him. I wanted that cap. I wanted to kill him myself. Everybody in there just looked like, what the f*** did he just say?
Now that Von's dead, it don't matter who knows anymore. K.I. allegedly put some major pressure on the BDs before she was killed. And even though it seemed like Von had a thing for it back in the day, none of that matters when you're wrapped up in one of the craziest gang wars in history.
This is Receipts, the game show from Revolt and Walmart that's all about celebrating Black and unlimited people reimagining Black excellence. It's a competition between your favorite entertainers, culture curators, and you at home to see who can guess the unexpected identities of some seemingly ordinary shoppers.
That's a fact.
Y'all both got it right.
Say, man. Hope y'all enjoyed that jump. I'm over here distracted. Say, man, hope this video was longer than what I was expected. I'm gonna just get this jump over with. Hope y'all like this jump. Subscribe, like, comment. Y'all this jump. Y'all stay safe, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays, man. No doubt.